Jay Sano without intro music. Jay Sano with intro music. Intro music remix. Jay Sano 19. Jay Sano 19. Jay Sano 19. Jay Sano 19. Hello everybody and welcome back. It is Jeff again coming to you from the Mindcrack server. And I'm going to take a break from doing the ski patrol stuff for a little while. I kind of just need to clear my head of it. My design's just not coming along exactly like I wanted to. I'm getting closer to what I want, but still just can't get it quite there. But I figure I'm going to take a break now that the world border has expanded. It's probably some ridiculous amount since last time I went out and actually did exploring out here. And I'm going to go see if I can find myself... That was weird. See if I can find myself a nice area to do a little bit of caving in. Because, as all you guys know, I love caving. And it's just... It was difficult at the beginning of the season with how little the area was, and I kept watching the world border expand out this direction. I don't necessarily need to like go venturing way out into nowhere land because, yeah, I was gonna say the border's still not gonna be crazy far away from me, but as you can see, it's right here. Figure I can run the edge of it for a minute, as well as looking down in the ocean to see if I can see any ocean caves that stick out. I don't really see many ocean caves. I can't see through the water as well as I remember when I used to be able to. But hopefully over here somewhere in this desert biome we'll have some cool stuff that I can go check out. Do I have to get out of this thing first? There we go. Get my boat back. And I did, just for you guys, use a lot of my iron supply to make iron armor. I figure if I was going to be venturing away from the house anyway, it would be a good idea to actually have some armor so that I don't die. But I do need to... I have a lot of food on me, so I don't need to be that crazy with the hunger worry. Now the problem is finding a cave... Well, this is a nice looking one. I was going to say finding a cave... this close to the edge, I might miss out on some things that I really want. Why did you blow up? That really doesn't make sense to me. I can come back and grab this coal and stuff later. There's a lot of this coal here. So this cave really didn't lead to too much. Just gave me some coal. I can come back for it. I don't need to get it right now. And it's going to take me over by the edge, huh? Yeah, it doesn't look like it really goes too much farther in that direction. So let's continue on in this desert area and see if we can find anything good. So lately, guys, what's been going on with me? Well, I've had this chronic sore throat, which is really upsetting me at this point. You know, when I went to PAX East and I had lost my voice and things like that, kind of ever since then, every other week or so, I'm getting these, like, ridiculously bad sore throats. And I really don't know why, and I don't know what to do to fix it. So it makes the video making a little bit difficult because it actually kind of hurts to talk. Which, for somebody like me, to have the problem where it hurts to talk, man, that's rough because I talk a lot. Here is a bunch of broken portals. So I don't see too much around here that I'm going to be able to do too much with. But yeah, I talk a lot on a regular basis, whether it's making videos or just at work. I'm one of those guys who kind of likes to always be running part of the conversations because that's how I am. That's what I enjoy doing. Nice, more iron. So, inability to talk for me is kind of like, no, I really want to be able to talk. Oh. Okay, it ended pretty quickly. But besides that, I've been taking a couple of classes with, not like college classes, though I am signed up for a couple more of those coming up real soon as well, which is kind of weird. Going for possibility of a 5th degree. So my hospital, despite all the problems that we have with our hospital and the way that they treat employees and this and that, it's not the greatest place in the world for, you know, employee retention by any means. And a lot of that comes down to the fact that it's because they don't treat the employees very well on a lot of what I would consider a lot of simple things that really make people upset and not want to, excuse me, continue working for a company when they treat you like this. Like, for example, oh, come on. We earn vacation at a relatively good rate. We earn approximately 8 hours, a typical day. Granted, we work, you know, 12-hour days, but we make about 8 hours of vacation, just under that. What is that? Oh, it's a zombie pig man. I was like, what is this guy doing down here? What?
What is this guy doing down here?
What the hell was that? That was the weirdest thing. I don't think that there was a creeper there. I didn't hear the hiss. I'm extremely confused by what just happened there. Well, moving on. I'm just going to check the top of this real quick and then go back down there to that zombie pigman. No, nothing. Okay. I'm going to go down there and see if that cave expands anywhere or not. I don't think it does. I think that's why the zombie pigman is standing where he's standing. That was... Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. No. I do hear a bat, though. Which makes me think... Right down here, there's going to be... Ah! More of a cave. I like more cave. Okay, there seems to be a lot of stuff down in here. Okay, so there's a creeper. So I do see that there's a creeper there. Okay, I'm safe in this corner. Well, not what I would call safe per se, but... I hear zombies, and that is not what I'm looking at right now. No, I just aligned you up so you could hit me. So anyways, as I was saying, we earn, you know, about 8 hours a pay period. So every 2 weeks, I earn about 8 hours. Now, the way we work with PTO, it's called PTO. It's paid time off. It's your sick time. It's your vacation time. It's everything wrapped into one. Good God, you guys are like twins. Twin creepers. Twin creepers dead. So... This is a pretty cool cave. I don't like that skeleton, though. Oh my god, I don't like the dual skeletons. Shoot him. Shoot him. Did that skeleton just, like, fall down? Okay, got you. But either way, we accrue PTO is what it's called. And when you accrue PTO, you can only accrue to a certain point. Some companies, I've worked for companies before that every year you get X number of days and you just have to use them by the end of the year. Whereas this one is, you're not given anything as a blanket standard. It's based on your work. And when you work, you know, a 2-week pay period, you then earn approximately 8 hours of PTO. Now, you also, did you just ricochet off your buddy? You also, unfortunately, because of the way that works, is you have a cap. And it's based on years of service, but essentially for the big chunk of the hospital, it's like anywhere from, you know, 3 to 10 years or something like that, you cap out at 240 hours of PTO. Now, that sounds awesome. If I had 240 hours of PTO, I could take all this vacation, blah, 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 all this, crazy stuff. The problem is you have to be able to use it. And I have now twice in the last couple months been at my cap limit. And what happens when you're at your cap limit is if you work where you would actually earn some PTO, you just don't earn it. It's not that it goes into a bank. It doesn't go into an overage that you have to use by a certain time. It's just if you're at 240 hours, you just get 0. You get nothing. So you essentially lose 8 hours of pay every pay period that you could have otherwise had if you are capped on your PTO. So what it does is if people end up capping out, it ends up making them call in. They call in sick because they're like, screw this, I'm not going to work for nothing. I'm actually working to lose money, essentially, if I actually go to work today. So you have a lot of people who call in sick. I try not to do that because, I feel bad. We're based on a census and things like that. And if I call in, it could increase the workload of other people and leave my, my unit and stuff short-staffed. I don't want people to do that to me, so I try not to do that to other people as well. So I thought I was doing things the smart way. And ooh, gold. And before this schedule, I sprinkled days of PTO in on my requests. Not even in a row, just throughout the next 6 weeks. I sprinkled in 3 days. That was awesome. Sucker. So I sprinkled in 3 days of PTO throughout the 6-week period, just random days. As well as on top of that, I had signed up for a trauma nurse course called ATCN. It's Advanced Trauma Care for Nurses that was being held at my hospital. Being taught by the person who runs the assistant director of the trauma area, like one of the main people who's teaching it. Oh God, get him. Okay, one of the main people who's teaching it is the guy who, assistant director of the trauma center. So I signed up for this course months ago and requested, you can request days off, you can request educational days, which means you don't get paid for anything for educational days, which is one of the things that's really crappy about my hospital. But I wanted to take this course anyway, so I was like, you know what, I'll just schedule it as education so that they don't work me on these days. And other days, throughout that was 2 days this past week. So 2 days I scheduled for education, and like I said, didn't mean I was going to have them off. It just means don't schedule me on these days to work because I'm going to be doing this other thing. And I sprinkled in 3 days of PTO throughout the entire scheduling period so that I could burn out my PTO bank because otherwise I'm going to be capped out in 2 weeks from now. So I get the schedule. I get denied for every single PTO day I asked for, as well as these educational days. They gave me the educational days off, but worked me on the night shifts of both of them. So essentially they expected that I took a day off for an educational day for a class, which ran from 7 until 5:30 for 2 days. And they expected me to go to work from 7 p.m. until 7 a.m. both days of the class. And that's what I mean by they don't treat their employees properly. Like, there's no reason for that, especially when you're making a schedule. I request these days. I only work 3 days a week. You can't tell me that when I requested these days off, especially the educational days, that you had to work me on those particular days because you could not find other people to work on those days instead, considering you obviously aren't basing it on our requests anyway, because you completely ignored every single request that I made. So you can't even say, well, all these other people had these requests. And no, you ignored all the requests. And I actually have about halfway up the seniority chain on my unit, because your seniority is based on years at your hospital. And most of the nurses that I work with in the ICU, it's funny, you have a bunch of people who've been there for over like 15 years. And then you have a bunch of people who've been at the hospital for between like 2 and 4 years. And I've been there for 5 now. So I'm actually up the chain of seniority, which gives me a little bit more leeway in scheduling requirements and things like that, but it doesn't seem to matter because the management just sits there and changes around all of their schedule. So I had to sit there and fight with my managers. You know, I wrote them this long email one day when I figured out that what had happened with it, and I was like, look, I said, I don't know what else you guys wanted me to do. You know, I signed up for this class 3 months ago. The second I signed up for the class, I had instantly gone in and requested these days off as educational time. And you still worked me on them anyways, which doesn't make any sense. I said, and then on top of that, I'm about to cap out my PTO. I said, I don't believe it's fair nor legal that you can deny my vacation, so therefore I will no longer accrue vacation. So what's the point in having PTO days if you don't let anybody ever take them? I said, I'm not asking for weeks off at a time. I'm asking for random days so that I can burn up this PTO. And it took him about a week and a half to get back to me and correct it so that I could have some PTO days on this schedule as well as have the time off for this class, which I'm glad that they did, but there was no reason that I had to go through and ask them to do it later because it should have been done in the first place. Like, that's the problem. And where this whole long story was going is some of the little things and the ways that my hospital treats their employees unfairly. It's when it comes to things like that. I hear a lot of... I was just trying to get coal, but I think there's more cave over here. I think there's a lot more cave over here. I'm gonna be... And I don't mind it being lower either because... Crap. Because that just means I'm going to have... more opportunity to get diamonds. Ooh, iron! I love iron. I need to make rails. That's the thing. Sounds like you're above me, fellas. Oh, I'm doing a good job at randomly finding iron when I dig in a different direction, but... Oh, there we go. Okay. So I need to get up here. So, whoa there, fella. You're not gonna hurt me. I'll use my stone sword. So, where I was getting at with that is, like I said, that they treat employees poorly in some areas. It makes people not want to work there anymore. I've actually been looking at getting turning into a PRN position. Because actually the PRN positions, the one thing they don't offer is benefits. And granted, benefits are extremely important, but if you can get benefits through somebody else, like if I get married to the girlfriend, which is probably going to happen at some point soon. Granted, we're not quite at that point just yet, but then I could get benefits from her job, which would be completely fine with me. She works for the government, probably has better benefits than I do anyway. Amazingly, when you work at a hospital, your benefits are really garbage. I mean benefits as in like health insurance and things like that. Our health insurance is crap. And I work at a hospital. Like, it makes absolutely no sense that it works that way, but it does. What are you going to do about it? But it's making me look into a PRN position because in the PRN positions, not only do you get paid more because you don't get benefits, but you make your own schedules. Like, you literally make your own schedules as in, I want to sign up for this day, and this day, and that's it. And they don't work you other days because that's the point of PRN. So it's been definitely making me look into the PRN assignments, which I'm going to continue to do. But it's because, you know, when your schedule gets so screwed over for absolutely no reason, it gets really annoying. But the one thing that they do well is... Oh my god, it's a freaking witch. Oh my god, I got it. Whew. They do well is they pay a lot of money in tuition reimbursement for further education. So for college courses, my hospital pays $10,000 a year toward college courses, which is a ridiculous amount of money. My entire master's degree in nursing informatics was free because this college or the hospital paid for it. So I was very happy with that. And sorry, Bat. And for the last year and a half or so since I finished that degree, I have not been taking any college courses, and I almost feel like I'm losing money because I'm not taking advantage of that. So I actually signed up for some classes at another online college in a disaster management and preparedness degree, because disaster management and preparedness really intrigues me. Did I hear? Thought I heard something else. I'm trying to find another. There we go. Trying to find another part of the cave. See if I can still find another part of the cave. Did I circle this whole thing? I might have, which is unfortunate. What did I get out of this so far? Stacking 4 of iron, some gold, and yeah, not too much else. I'll probably have to dig down for other things, but I feel like I'm losing money by not taking advantage of that. So I might. My classes technically actually start tomorrow, and I signed up for them so I could sign up for them by the deadline, and I don't know if I'm gonna stick with them or not. I might drop them. I'm not sure yet. Pfft, that was dumb. I'm not really 100% sure yet what I want to do. Time-wise, man, it's gonna be difficult. I signed up for 2, and I might just drop it back to 1. That might be the best thing to do. Is I could take 1 class and then. Okay, I hear more stuff. It sounds like I hear that pig man, actually. I think I do hear that pig man. Am I, like, right by where he's at? Is right. It's like right here somewhere, right? I hear lava. Well, I found him. I think it's another one. That was random. That was extremely random. Oh no, it is that same pig man. He came outside to visit this other direction. I'm assuming that I went through a night shift cycle here. Yeah, I assume I went through a night shift cycle. I have to get the rest of the way out of this ravine. I'm not even sure which, not ravine, whatever this is. I'm not even sure which direction I am sitting anymore. I guess I could just follow the, oh, there we go. Okay, so yeah, so I came from, where's the border? Okay, I came from that way. I'm pretty sure I came from that way. Ow. I tried to stop before I hit that edge, but I did not do so well at the actual stopping part. So yeah, there we go. Okay, so if I continue on this way, I'm still staying at the edge of this border. So yeah, I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with that, but here's the deal, guys. If you ever own a business in the future, try to make it as employee friendly as possible. And I don't mean bend over backwards to make sure your employees are constantly always happy, but just be courteous to them. I mean, I don't understand. When I worked at McDonald's, I had more ability in getting a schedule that fit in with things I needed to do, especially when it was training classes for said job. I mean, I don't understand how the hospital can schedule you in such a way that it stops you from furthering your training, which is to assist you in what you do on a regular basis. I find that very baffling. Did I just like... Oh, there it is. I was like, I lost the world border. Did it disappear? Oh, look, there's the Headless Horseman. All this cool stuff over here that I never come over and visit. I think I want to stop over at the Bling Towers. Hee hee. because I still have my room over there. And I'm pretty sure I have a lot of diamond in there. And I want to make sure it's still safe because I haven't gone and visited that apartment in quite a while. Hey, horsey. I don't have a saddle. I never have on this world. Yeah, that is one thing I want to find. Oh, look at that. Clock tower. Awesome. That's one thing I want to find is I need to find some dungeons in here. I haven't been able to find any dungeons yet. There's nether portals like everywhere. I don't think I've been in the nether yet on this server. Yeah, I'm pretty confident I have not. I'm assuming going this way I can get into the main part of town. Apparently I can't get over these edges. Okay, that must be the main part of town. This is somebody's like way off living in the country type place. But that's got, oh no, that's not even town. Town's got to be this way. Yeah, because that's BTC's fortress. I'm actually, whoa! Yeah, buddy. Woo! Yeah, I'm actually back over real close to my base. Oh boy. So yeah, I think I'm gonna get over to the Bling Towers again, check on my stuff there, and then call this episode good. It is Football Sunday. It was halftime when I came down here. My team doesn't play this week though, so I'm not necessarily like must watch football at all costs, but I do like watching it anyway. So I got to go back and finish out the second half of the games. Though I'm getting killed in fantasy this week. But most of my players that I have on the teams are on buys this week. See, look, somebody else even made a very similar. Ooh, look at the fancy doors. God, I haven't been in here in so long. Four, five. I was up on 6, right? There we go. Arlington's. Dad's place. Here's mine. Ah, yeah. I need to fix some of that. Oh, yeah. See, somebody liked the balcony idea, though. So, there's more balconies going on here. What do we have in here, though? I have some Seth meth. There's all my diamonds. God, I have Seth meth everywhere. What did I do last night? I don't even know. The Seth meth. So, yeah. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I will, okay, I can start cooking this stuff here. I will move on and see you guys next time. All right.